What's up, zoners? This is Tyler, Big Turd Ward, and Jason, the lucky bastard Ethan Wolf, coming at you live from the West Coast. And this is the Fantasy Red Zone, Jason. This is our live episode. And I have been drinking, and I have been thinking about fantasy football, Jason. Anyways, we're late today, if you haven't noticed. But hey, man, that's what family will do to you. They'll make you late. I just got flipped off, Jason. Hey, if you're new to the show, this is our live show. Ask questions, man, and we'll bring it up. We'll flash that question on the screen so everybody can see it, and we'll talk about it for a minute. We also have our rankings, Jason, and our news and brews. We got the news, and we got the brews. So, hey, before we get into all that, this show needs help. Just look at our subscribers, man. We need help. Anyways, Jason, please tell the public how they can help this show.
Yeah, if you guys made it this far. And I just went blank. What do I normally say? Oh, yeah. And you enjoy two friends. Oh, what Tyler would like to say, two best friends talking about fantasy football. There's the clarity Tyler needed. It's verified now.
I can die a man.
A happy man. Yeah, hit the subscribe. You know what? We would enjoy some more subscribers. You know, we would like it. We also like the like. So you can also leave a comment. This is the episode where you leave a comment, you ask us anything, and we'll answer. We'll try to put you on the show. We're also on the radio, on Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. And we also got a Patreon. We love you guys. Yeah.
Hey, yeah. And again, if you want to help the show the most, man, please get our Patreon because that will allow us eventually to spend more time doing research. We got two jobs, man, full-time jobs. I tell people, Jason, I make that Napoleon Dynamite money. I said that today. Do you know what that means?
What is that? No, what is that?
$1 an hour.
Oh, for some reason I was thinking of crystals.
If I got paid in crystals, that'd be better too. No matter what I'm getting. It's like, I don't know if you got paid in crystals.
Well, I was thinking, he needed crystals for the time machine, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Anyways, right. Let's get into the news and brews, Jason. This first thing is pretty fucking funny. Michael Pittman Jr. is deciding to try and play, Jason. He was considering IR yesterday. So, it's his back, which doesn't sound too serious, right? You don't need your fucking back to play football.
Right.
And now he's going from IR to playing, Jason. And Anthony Richardson is pushing to play as well. I think it's a game-time decision. So, dude, I do not want anything of Michael Pittman after last week.
Yeah, he's all IRs for weenies. I'm going to push through. Yeah,
he's like, IR going to the mall today.
Yeah. Did I say IR? No, I was saying IR going to the mall today? No, I am not.
That's from Happy Billy Madison, if you didn't know. Anyways,
spell wrong.
Jason, Devin Singletary, I'm paying attention to this because I got to start. I've got everybody on my team, Jason. I'm not even starting a kicker or defense this week, for God's sakes, man. It's fucked up. But, hey, hopefully we've got Tracy, man. I don't even know. Tracy Jones Jr. Singletary is a game-time decision with the groin. That just came out like today, this morning. So Tracy Jones, I would start him regardless. I am in a flex, but I think that he is the person to start, and I think he is flex worthy even if Singletary starts because I don't think he's going to get much work anyways.
Do you feel that because he is coming back from an injury or for how well Tracy played?
It's fucking because both, man. I mean, it's literally both. Yeah. And Jason, I was doing a profile on Tracy. You know that he was a wide receiver. He's only been a running back for like 1 year. He was a wide receiver.
He was a wide receiver at Iowa, right?
Yeah.
Or Purdue, something like that.
Yeah, so he should only get better as the year goes on. And then Jason, last night, I was able to watch. I think I only watched the second half of that game because I was cleaning because I have family. And I did watch Jordan Mason get fucked up. He sprained his AC joint. And is considered day-to-day. So I know Isaac Guerrero pulled off that one run, but other than that one run, man, he really didn't look that great. So Jordan Mason was going to get 300 rushing yards last night, Jason. He was averaging like fucking 11 yards a carry. And, so day-to-day, not so bad. So Jordan Mason owners are okay.
Yeah, I didn't get to see the game. I went out and had a little family dinner type thing and didn't get to watch it, but I did see that.
Where'd you guys go, Jason? Did you guys go to Red Robin?
No, we went to Applebee's and no, I'm just kidding. We went to Chili's. No, I'm just kidding. We went to, it's a place up here. I think it's called Hopswork. It's weird, dude. It's a pub where you can take kids. So
Fuck, dude.
yeah,
Let's get drunk.
Get
I gotta
drunk.
I gotta drink. If I gotta go out. If I'm taking this kid out, I have to drink. All right, Jason. Then I saw this today, man. So he was out last week. We were just talking about how last year was like the year of the concussions, and now this year not so much. But dude, Devonta Smith, and then there was somebody else that was out for 2 weeks, and now Malik Neighbors, Jason, looks like he's gonna be out for 2 weeks with a concussion.
Yeah. So who are you playing? Who are you playing? You play Wandale
Hey,
Robinson.
Darius Slayton and
Oh, and
Wandale.
Slayton, right? Slayton, big
Yeah.
play, Slay.
Big play, say. But Wandale Robinson, though, Jason, dude, he's like 4 out of 5 weeks, double-digit points. So expect more of that in full PPR. And then, hey, dude, did you see Rashad White, Jason? Remember when you traded for Bucky Smith? Bucky, what the fuck is his name?
Bucky
again?
Smith.
How-
Irving.
Bucky what?
Irving.
Bucky Irving. Like, dude, how would I not think like this? Bucky Irving, Jason, you traded for him. Well, guess what, dude? Rashad White is now doubtful versus New Orleans. I don't like the matchup, Jason, but Bucky Irving should be good to go.
Yeah, I know. And it's like any other week would have been probably perfect to
It's a
start
divisional
him.
matchup, and it's fucking defensive game.
But it's like, yeah. And I also got Tank Bigsby going, who has a sweet matchup. And I'm like, from what we got a video coming out tomorrow, and actually Tank Bigsby is a topic on it.
Oh, damn, Jason. Hey, Jason just teased his new video coming out tomorrow. If you do like the show, please tune in and like that video tomorrow. Hey, my
Sorry, dude. Annabelle's so funny. We got to take a shot every time you say my name.
Oh, did she write that? I
Yeah.
say Jason. I started that a long time ago because I'm like, I want people to feel like they're part of this. So I say Jason.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I feel like I say Tyler. I go, Tyler, you know what? What are you thinking? What am I thinking?
I know the only thing that's been pointed out to me that people don't like, dude, can you say dude anywhere? I'm like, dude, I'm from, you don't know where I'm from, man. It's where it's what we say, dog.
Yeah.
Jason, Ramondre Stevenson is out. So would you start Antonio Gibson against Houston? I mean, there could be a ton of dump offs to him, but that's, I think, is his only value.
Yeah, and also with Drake Mays playing, right? That he's
Exactly.
he's probably going to be passed on a lot. He could probably use Antonio Gibson a lot in that game.
Jason, did I tell you I get to go to a strongman competition tomorrow?
Oh, isn't that like Annabelle's like husband, right? That's what he does.
Yeah, the very yeah, that's him, and he's fucking super jacked right now. We're gonna go watch him like lift boulders and shit tomorrow.
Is Eddie Hall going to be there?
Eddie Hall ain't got shit on this competition. He didn't qualify.
Holy shit!
I know, right? It's fucking crazy. Jonathan Taylor, Jason, is out again. And I did see Sermon, he was battling injury as well. Tyler Goodson, sneaky play, full PPR flex. But Sermon, you should roll out again.
Yeah. He's a starting running back. He's going to have a chance. If you have him on your lineup and some buys this week, like Achan's gone. That's why I have to put in Tank Bigsby. So,
dude, there's so much fucked up shit this week, man. But yeah, I do like. But I watched that game last week and I was like, who is that guy? Tyler Goodson, man. He looked like the explosive back there. So I was reading articles about how he looks so good that he should be the change of pace back moving forward, even when Jonathan Taylor comes back. And then Jason on the same team, Anthony Richardson is a game time decision. So how do you feel about that? I know you were an Anthony Richardson owner. I think we have him ranked like 20th, dude. So
I was under the impression that he's starting, that he's the guy.
That's what I saw that as well. And then I went back on Reddit and I went by newest. I was like, dude, I don't know what website I fucking saw it on. I think it was some alternate fantasy football website.
Yeah, I read something that he's playing. So that's what I was kind of ranking him by, as if he was playing.
That's what I thought, dude. And then I saw game time decision like 3 hours ago and I haven't had time to check again. So
yeah, it shows he's still questionable on ESPN. Okay.
Smoking sausages, Jason, making hot wings, dog. Hey, if you want hot wings like Tyler, go check out my hot wing video from about 6 months ago.
Would Daddy like some sausage? Daddy,
would you like some sausage? Hey, man, I remember that movie was funny. It was a long time ago, Jason.
I know.
But he got fingered.
I know.
Jason, Brian, oh no, yeah, B-Rob, game time decision, and I was like, dude, he was a game time decision last week, and that motherfucker still got 2 touchdowns. So I ranked him as such. I was like, I don't care, dude. I don't care if he plays. You start him.
Yeah, what did he do? He was all hurt. He's like, I'm going to go in there. He gave the 2 thumbs up, 2 touchdowns, and then he left. So it's like he went in, he does his damage, and he leaves. He does it for the fantasy footballer or manager.
I was all up on I was Jeremy McNichols. I need to check. I know McNichols had a touchdown, like 2 touchdowns, and then a touchdown after that. Are you leaving comments? Okay. I was like, what are you doing, Annabelle? And then, hey, Jason, here we go. Shakir and James Cook did not practice. I do want to point out, everybody's on fire about that James Cook tweet, Jason. Somebody tweeted that he had turf toe. He's going to get fucked up. And everybody's like, they made him delete it because there was no evidence. And then it came out the next day that he actually is dealing with turf toe. I picked up Ray Davis again. I dropped the San Francisco kicker, Jason, and it cost me 13 points against your sister.
You're not supposed to talk about this, Tyler. We're supposed to act like the tweet never happened.
Oh, why? Because it was because we our rankings or something.
No, I mean they told him to delete it, dude. Like he was giving out information, man. Like can't be doing that.
Hey, man,
CIA, dude. Was all get out of there.
If they make you delete your tweet, that makes me believe it 10 times more. So
yeah.
And then Jason, did we see this? Oh yeah, but Shakur and Cook, I still do not like. I mean, they're against the Jets, dude. I still don't like fucking Kincaid. I know that you have Kincaid ranked higher, which is probably right because of Shakur being out. And Cook being out because that's all their close targets there out of the backfield and tight end. So that's or not tight end, but the slot. Ooh, but I still have him ranked low. And then Jason, Joe Mixon is going to play versus New England.
Oh, so it's official. He's playing.
Yes, I actually read that. That was read by 2 eyeballs.
All right, put him in. Put him in. Put him in and pull out Cam Akers. Pull out.
Ooh,
pull out.
Cam Akers pulled out.
Pull out game.
All right, Jason. Vidal to play with Edwards injured, so I cannot pick up Vidal because I've got too many goddamn flyers, man. Vidal, if you have room on your bench, pick him up. J.K. Dobbins, I can't remember who they're going against, but it's a bad matchup. Is it the Denver Broncos? It's the Denver Broncos, so it's bad, terrible matchup.
Yeah, it's the Broncos. They're
but
at
still,
Denver.
Dude, I love Vidal. Vidal.
Yeah, and if he plays well, he could definitely start taking snaps away from Gus Edwards moving forward.
I forget what the Mars Attacks with the aliens. The only thing they say.
Yeah. They don't move their back, but they're like swaying their shoulders the entire time.
All right, dude. All right, man. Let me zoom in. All right, that's it for that. Do we have any questions that need to be answered?
Olaf is here. What's up, Olaf? He's just talking about how the Bills game is going to blow. It's going to be very low scoring.
Dude, I don't know how Josh Allen. I've got him ranked with if Shakir's out, dude. And James Cook is out against the Jets. He's going to have to get like 2 rushing touchdowns to be relevant. So I think
this is like the first week that I don't have him as quarterback 1.
Yeah,
maybe last week.
Literally the first week that we won't. Yeah, it's literally the first. Here, we'll actually share that right now, Jason. Since we're going into it. Since we're going in, and I'm gonna go hard. All right, sharing. Sure, Jason and let's see. Take a shot every time you say Jason, man. You'd be fucking dead, dude. You'd be dead.
Shot.
Everybody. Lamar Jackson, Jason, number 1 for me, number 2 for you. He is tied with Jaden. And who was Jaden McDaniels' comp going into the year? It was fucking Lamar Jackson, dude. And here we are, week 6. Those 2 are at the top of our rankings.
We just have them flipped. You have okay, so you have them second. I have them first, and flip flop with Lamar Jackson. It could go either way. It's gonna be a lot of points scored in that game.
How you feeling, Tanner? Good. All right, man. Here we go. And then Joe Burrow for the first time, Jason, in our top 5. It's because there's a lot of, it's because of Josh Allen with terrible matchup, a lot of buys. And then, hey, dude, Joe Burrow went off last week, and T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, Jason, are like acting like top 15 wide receivers like right now. That happens every once in a while. And when that happens, Jason, Joe Burrow is an amazing quarterback.
Yeah, this is the shit that we've been expecting. Everyone's been expecting for the past 3 years, and it's haven't happened. So we're glad that we're finally actually starting to see it. And look how well they're playing, especially for for fantasy purposes.
Yeah, and then Jason, Dak Prescott's pretty much we're aligned with everybody. We have Hurts coming back against Cleveland. Cleveland's been fucking sucking, man, because they hate their quarterback, and it's going to continue on, man. They're going to start Deshaun Watson the entire year, so I don't know. It's going to be a shit show for so long, man. But Dak, Jason, you and I both have him. I have him ranked sixth because it's a I think it's going to be a high scoring game, and it is a pass funnel off. You cannot run the ball, dude, against Detroit. You can't do it. So I see Dak passing the ball a ton, and I see it. I see it being a high scoring game. I actually really like Dak being in the top 6 this week. But you are the Cowboys fan. What's making you have fear?
Well, I mean, I think there's other teams. I think he could have a good game. Like I still have him as a starting QB1 for this week, but with the pressure that the defensive line from the Lions can get, and like how bad the offensive line for the Cowboys have been playing, I can see. I mean, the passing game in general. If he starts actually going through CeeDee Lamb, and you put out that stat last week, right? That CeeDee Lamb, out of like 5 weeks, only has like 25 receiving yards in the second half or fourth quarter or something like that.
He's averaging like 5 yards a fucking half in the, or yeah, something like that.
Right, until he actually could like start, getting him more involved and getting him more passes, like they're going to benefit from each other. So, I still have him as a starting quarterback this week. I just like other people's matchups better.
Yeah, and then Jason, Kirk Cousins coming off his huge week at Carolina. Dude, Carolina's defense, they still are holding people down. Remember last year, Jason, they held people to the lowest scoring total, I'm pretty sure. 1.2? Oh, still? That's not right. Jason, I was asking how many subscribers we have, and she said 1.2.
Well, for some reason, in the studio, it's more accurate.
Because I was like, I just saw we had like 21 subscribers on that cornerback video, and I was like, dude, we got to be in the 1.3s now.
We're 1.223.
Wait, 1,233?
23, yeah.
20. Oh, so they're okay, good. So they're not even updating it anymore. Good, thank God.
They just kind of they round it now.
Thank God, because I was like, it was stressing me out, dude. When it was like fucking to the decimal points, I'm like, oh my God. Anyways, all right, let's keep on going. Sorry, guys. Hey, if you have any subscribing friends, fucking make them subscribe. Oh. I'm about to say some violent stuff, but I don't want to get demonetized. Jason, Baker Mayfield, you have at New Orleans, you actually have 11th, and I'm super afraid because Mike Evans historically has done shit against New Orleans. So that's the one thing that's kind of freaking me out there.
Right, and I'm afraid of Mike Evans. I feel like he's not going to be really involved in this game, but he's still got Chris Godwin, and Otton is starting to play really well, and got pass
really, Jason? That's funny you say that because you don't have him ranked.
I know. I'm just. It's a mystery. What am I doing? But right now, I mean, like no one's really. This is the second year in a row that I don't think really people projected Baker to be playing the way he is because he doesn't have Dave Canales anymore. I call him Dave. We're on a first name basis, Dave.
Yeah.
And so it's like, yeah, history's shown, but I'm like, dude, I'm kind of throwing that out the window right now. Baker Mayfield is, with a couple more wins under his belt, are we going to be talking about MVP with him?
Hey, man. Baker Mayfield made me like him a lot more. Go watch Baker Mayfield as Gus Swayze Undercover. It's pretty amazing, Jason. I know you haven't watched it yet. And then, hey, dude, I want to point out one of my likes, the most likes was Levis this week. I hate Levis, but he's almost a starting quarterback in a 12-man league. And if you are desperate for a quarterback, you got a bunch of buys and everybody else has, you're in a 14-man league or whatever. Levis, man, Will Levis, I think is going to score like 18 points this week.
Yeah, he's also a running quarterback. And like I said, he averages, I think, pretty close to 40 yards a game. That's an additional 4 points.
Do we have any questions? Oh, we don't even have questions. Man, nobody's even commenting. Jason?
We got Justin. He just said Baker is cooking. And I'm like...
Baker is cooking with, baking, man. Hey, bacon. I was going to say something about baking, but I fucking suck. I'm drunk. I don't know what I'm saying. All right, let's go. I'm gonna share Jason because really nothing. We're aligned pretty much everywhere else. Daniel Jones is probably the most underrated quarterback for us right now. Ooh, Banjo's pissed. Hey, everybody, shut up! Stop it!
He actually would have been higher if Neighbors was going to play. There's a disturbance of the forest.
All right, sorry guys. Sorry everybody. My dogs are going crazy. If you can see the running backs, we're gonna get into the running backs. Hey, Dance, shut the fuck up. Sorry everybody. I got family in town. Shit is going crazy. Oh, it's okay. It's live. Like 40 people watch this shit anyways. This doesn't matter. Hey, Jason, let's go into if you don't have Saquon Barkley as your number one running back against Cleveland, I don't know what the fuck you're doing, right?
Right. Yeah, you actually brought it to my attention. You said in the last like 3 games they've given up the most like rushing yards.
Oh, Cleveland?
Yeah.
I know, because I was like, Cleveland's amazing. And then I was like, oh my God, dude. This team is like I bet you like all the rushing yards, Jason, are in the second half when they just give up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, this team they seem like they have given up. So, yeah, in the last, I have it right here. Actually, they've actually given up the second most rushing yards.
Oh no.
Per game in the last 2 months.
And then also, Jason, I was thinking the reason I have Gibbs ranked so high, I know that you're still. I'm ranking Bijan low, dude. I think 9 is fucking too high for him. I should put him even lower, man. I'm tired of ranking these fucking high drafted people way too high, man. I'm tired of it. But I do want to say, man, I think that Gibbs with Dallas is going to get like 8 targets. Am I tripping?
No, I don't think you're tripping. I think you're tripping about Bijan. You were telling me you were just high on him. Weren't you saying to trade for him?
I do want to trade for him, Jason, but like I said, I'm not going to rank him as such until something changes, man. Like I need to see it with my own eyes. I think I had Tyler Algier as a streamer this week, so I do think that they are going to run the ball. But dude, I just need to see Bijan do something with his fucking life, man. When I don't want to rank him, I feel bad ranking him in the top 10 when he's like literally almost a flex option all season long. So like. In my mind, I want to rank them. I want to reflect what they are worth. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like Bijan at Carolina. You know, like I could see it. I don't know. I think if he does bad this week, dude, I'm literally gonna put him in the fucking 20s.
Yeah, his matchup is too sweet, and that's why I have him as 5th overall for running backs this week. Well, Carolina's given up the most rushing touchdowns this year.
There you go, dude. And exactly. Like I know they've been keeping people low scoring for the most part, but rushing touchdowns, man. Oh yeah, we talked about that because that's why I liked Algier.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's hope that he does something. Or I'm telling you, dude, I'm not gonna fucking rank him high anymore.
All right, got one for you, Tyler.
What's up?
Let me put it on the screen here. Dynasty full PPR, 1.75 for tight ends. San Francisco start. SF start. I don't know what that is. 11-12 team. He's 3-7. A 3-7 lineup.
What are you talking?
I have no idea. This is crazy.
You're telling me like what is this? Is this English?
Read it, Tyler. It's on the screen. I'll put it on the screen. Get on the screen.
All right, wait. Let me put it on the screen. All right, did you put it on the screen?
Yeah, here we go.
All right, Dynasty full PPR 1.5. Oh wow, San Francisco start 11-12 team. I'm 3-7 lineup. What the fuck? Kyler, Caleb, I traded Bijan. I traded Bijan for Reed and at JSN thoughts. Yeah, dude. I think that Bijan for Reed in your full PPR is totally cool. I would rather have Reed than Bijan in full PPR. So if that's what you did, I'd fucking do that 10 times, man, because I'm over Christian Watson. I still want to trade for Christian Watson, Jason, but Jalen Reed is the wide receiver to own there. Jordan Love has played like shit. And I know he's capable of better, so I think that the best is yet to come from Jaden Reed. Bijan has been given. I don't know how it's going to get better for Bijan, dude. I think it will, but at the same time, I'd rather have Jaden Reed in a full PPR.
He has Jaden Reed and Jackson Smith, Najibba that he got for Bijan.
Yeah, I would just go Jaden Reed for Bijan. So JSN is icing
You
on
got
the
even
cake,
more.
even though I would not start JSN. You only start JSN when Lockett is out. I've been telling people this for 3 weeks now, and
He got
nobody
10
fucking
points.
listens to me. What'd you say?
I was like, he got 10 points last game, but Lockett, I think, scored a touchdown, right?
Exactly. So I mean, JSN is like borderline flex, dude. Whereas Lockett is borderline wide receiver too. And then
Would you trade Olave and T. Higgins for Bijan?
no. I mean, it's like what a fair trade would be was like literally Higgins for Bijan would be fair. Olave for Bijan would be fair because they both fucking suck and they're both like, well, you know what? You couldn't get that because Bijan was a first round pick. Olave was a second round pick. But right now, Bijan's worth like a third round pick to me, dude, or a fourth round pick. So Higgins would be going in the third round right now. So I think that Higgins is a fair trade for Bijan.
Yeah.
I'm hating on Bijan, dude. I'm hating on him, but
Right.
dude, something's got to change. T. Higgins has gotten a 33% target share and like been a wide receiver 1 for 3 weeks in a row.
A lot of people are going to want more for Bijan because he was like a top 5, 7 pick.
And that's the thing is because like just because people want more, they're not going to get it, dude. So if you want to wait it out, I like trading for Bijan, dude, but I don't know, man. It's just fucked up right now. So,
Yeah,
anyways, Jason,
let's go
what's
on.
up? I do want to point out Swift at home versus Jacksonville. I do not like DeAndre Swift, Jason, but against Jacksonville, I'm trying to find somebody to start here. Roshan Johnson, I put up a little bit more, but yeah, DeAndre Swift, you have him in the 20s. He's been killing it as of late, and now he has a terrible Jacksonville. What's your mindset there?
Roshan Johnson.
Yeah, okay. Because it's like, am I going to be ranking it a running back high that doesn't get red zone carries?
Yeah.
So I can understand that.
And, Caleb Williams is going to have a big game too, but I think he's going to get some yards. I think he'll get some yards and a couple of catches, but it's just crazy how, like, he'll get him there, then Roshan Johnson is going to finish it and score those goal line touchdowns. Hey, is Bigsby worth starting over Dobbins?
So Bigsby at Chicago. At Chicago, they stopped the run as well, but I would rather. And then Dobbins is at Denver. Fuck, and Denver's gonna fuck him up, man. That's a divisional game too. Like literally, I think. Let's see. We're talking. Oh, dude, I was like literally, Jason. I think I have him ranked back and forth. So I've got Dobbins ranked 20th, and I've got Bigsby ranked 21. So I do have Dobbins one ahead of Bigsby because he's a starter. But they both have terrible matchups, man. Like elite defenses, right? And then Jason, you have Bigsby right ahead of Dobbins. So if you listen to Jason and I, it is literally half a ranking. We have it right here. Bigsby over Dobbins, but I'd rather go Dobbins over Bigsby, but they are the same tier. Right? Write something on a coin and then flip a coin. I was gonna say do something weird, but I'm not gonna even say it, Jason. I'm drinking. I'm trying not to say weird shit.
Yeah, I think when it comes with Dobbins, you're hoping for a goal line carry, and he converts that because he's got a pretty tough matchup. And Bigsby's matchup, the Bears give up the 10 most points to running backs, so that's something to think about.
You just ate like 6 sausages. Jason, I bought like a bunch of sausages, and Tanner ate them all, man.
He needs that protein. Need that protein.
Yeah, I was like, hey, well, he's gonna be lifting he's gonna literally lift 800 pounds tomorrow and walk with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Jason, he's yours. I mean, like he's like your size right now. It's crazy. Well, he's bigger than you, like Buffer.
He must look like a stud.
Dude, crazy shit. Jason Singletary, we have ranked kind of low. If Tracy Jones Jr. does play, Jason, would you put him where Singletary is?
And are you saying like if and Singletary doesn't play at all?
Yeah, if Singletary does not play at all, would you put Tracy right behind Chase Brown or something like that?
No, I think Tracy would go up a little higher. I think he would definitely go in front of like
Bigsby.
I have him 23. Yeah, I think Tracy would definitely be a top 20 running back.
Okay, good. That's what I was thinking too, but I'm erring on. I gotta check and see. Right now, I'm just planning on Singletary coming in and doing kind of a half load, and then Tracy kind of getting 50% as well. So not great for fantasy, but that's what I got to do because I'm so fucked, man. And buys and injuries, it's insane, Jason. I can't drop anybody. I'm so fucked. I would have had to drop Moody, and I'm not dropping Moody. I can't drop Moody, Jason. I can't do it. If I was 3-2 and not 4-1, I would have done it, but I can't do it. And then Javonte, Jason, you did not have ranked. I do want to point out that Javonte has been doing well lately, and I do not like Javonte, but man, last 2 games, he's been like a running back too.
Yeah, I don't have him ranked. I don't have any trust right now in the Broncos offense or at least our running game. At least I feel like this is going to be a very low scoring game, and I think if there's going to be any running backs that the target in this game is going to be J.K. Dobbins. I already have him ranked pretty low.
The Chargers, Jason, are they stop the run, they run the ball. That's their MO. So I get that. And then let's see. And then we're pretty much lining up, dude. I mean, Madison, you have in the 30s. I've got him at 30. I've got it at 37 because Pittsburgh defense is pretty good against the run. But yeah, not really a lot going on in the running backs as far as I want to say it's one of the most lined up we've been in a long time. We had Swift, and you did not. I don't think that you knew that Mixon was starting or playing.
No.
And yeah, so if you want to check that out, that's what our rankings looked like. And I would imagine they're pretty accurate. You know what's crazy, Jason, that you and I both have. So Rachaad White is dealing with an injury. He may not play. So Bucky definitely should be over that. And then again, Eckler should be. If you have Eckler, do not be afraid to start him in your flex, Jason, because you and I both have him as a running back 2, pretty much.
Right. Doesn't get a lot of volume, but if Robinson's out, he can
if Robinson's out, he would shoot up past Dobbins and stuff for me.
Yeah. All right. And if White's out, Bucky's definitely going to be a top 20, top 17 running back this week. All right, we got Cap. Gentlemen, 14-team PPR league flex spot. He has Gibson, Pat's defense, Mitchell. Oh, from the Colts.
Mitchell.
Okay, I see what he's saying. Yeah.
Full PPR?
And then, Schultz from the Texans. Thoughts on Vidal? He has J.K. Dobbins.
So if you have J.K. Dobbins, I would suggest, dude, if I, man, I'm telling you, man, you need to back up your. What are we doing with Devontae Adams? Fucking, if you have him, you hold him. You can't do shit because you can't trade him for value, and he's not doing anything. So you have to hold until he gets traded. There's nothing you can do with Devontae. What was the question before, Jason?
Oh, he just he was going over his team. Then he said thoughts on Vidal. He has J.K. Dobbins.
Vidal, dude. If you have J.K. Dobbins, you go pick up Vidal, man. Because injuries, I'm not kidding. This year, man. I don't know if it's just because of my fucking team or whatever. Injuries are insane, dude. So I would just go pick up your backup. Just go pick up your backup. If J.K. Dobbins is worth picking up the backup, dude. If I could get Vidal, I would. Right now, but I'm holding Tracy Jones Jr. and Ray Davis over Vidal. I would probably rather have Ray Davis over Vidal this week, just because Ray Davis might actually get all the carries, but it's pretty close after that. You're just gambling. This is how I got Kareem Hunt for free, and this is how I got Tracy Jones Jr. for free, Jason.
Yeah, but what about not playing him? But what do you think about rest of the season?
Rest of the season, who?
Vidal.
I love Vidal.
Would you put him higher than Tracy?
Overtake Gus Edwards in rest of the season. In rest of the season, their schedule has been fucked, dude, for 3 weeks as far as run, and they're missing Slater and Alt. When they had Slater and Alt, they ran the shit out of the ball and did amazing. So yeah, everything lines up for Vidal to maybe break out in the second half of the season. So I would be holding out. I would be holding Vidal if I fucking owned Dobbins. I literally would.
Yeah, but for rest of the season, would you put him in front of Tracy?
No, Tracy over him rest of the season because Tracy right now has the injured. I mean, Devin Singletary is not J.K. Dobbins. J.K. Dobbins is much better than Singletary. So yeah, the chance for him to take over that job is way higher than Vidal to take over Dobbins.
Okay.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm fucked up, dog.
No, I get what you're saying. My concern is how much love Dayball has for Singletary. It's going to take a lot for him to lose that spot.
Yeah, that's my problem. All right, Jason, I'm start sharing why or what is it? Tight ends? Quarter. Wait. We went over. What did we go over? We went over quarterbacks. I'll go over tight ends now.
We're at wide receivers.
Or wide receivers. Sorry, dude. I'm like trying to burp and I can't burp.
No, you're fine.
Jason waited for me like a true gentleman today. Thank you so much. Okay, here we go, man. You and I both had Jamar Chase. I mean, fuck, dude. Like, Jamar Chase was literally just doing Jamar Chase things in the beginning of the year, like one 70-yard touchdown, or he wasn't worth starting. But now he's looking like a starter regardless, Jason. So he gets at the Giants, and we talked about how the Giants have one good cornerback, actually decent cornerback, and he will be probably matched up against that. That's the problem there, but Jamar Chase, dude, with all these fucking buys and injuries. Oh my God, dude. Like, there's so many buys, so many injuries. Jamar Chase has to be number one.
Tyler, we fucked up. We fucked up. We got so carried away about the J.K. Dobbins, Vidal running back situation. So this guy was also asking for his flex. Who would you rather put in the flex? Gibson, Mitchell, or Schultz?
That's what I thought I saw. I would rather have Gibson. Gibson with I don't want to be started if Anthony Richardson starts, dude. So okay, caveat. If Joe Flacco starts, Adonai Mitchell best bet. If Anthony Richardson starts, you forget about Adonai Mitchell. You forget he ever existed. You forget he was born. Right? And then but then Antonio Gibson, full PPR, should get 7 catches, 7 receptions, 7 targets. I would rather have him in for the higher floor than those other people.
Yeah, I'm not starting Schultz, even when Nico Collins gone.
Yeah, I was looking up Schultz on some shit when I was like, why am I not talking about Schultz? Yeah, he's not doing shit, dude.
Especially when they're so high right now on that backup wide receiver Hutchinson.
Xavier, I wish I could carry him, dude, but I would rather have Ray Davis than him right now. Even though I need wide receivers. God damn it, dude. I need wide receivers so bad. And then let's see. Jason, you and I think this is the highest that we have St. Brown ranked all year. At Dallas, dude, Trayvon Diggs looked pretty good last week, right? Or am I tripping?
Yeah, Trayvon Diggs has been pretty well. He's allowing under 0.20 fantasy points per route run.
He should be more on Jameson, right?
Yes, because Brown's in the slot. So he will be covering Jameson, but don't get me wrong. You know, Trayvon Diggs, he wants that interception, so he'll bite on that pump fake and have Williamson go for a 70-yard touchdown. But that's what you're banking on with Jameson. So St. Brown's going to get his, though. He can't be covered.
Yeah, and then let's see. We have you and I both have Diggs way up, and I do want to say that I have Reed at 3 because Arizona's defense has been atrocious, which. Jason, they got Rich Gannon, or not Rich Gannon, something Gannon, the defensive coordinator from the Eagles when they were great.
Jonathan Gannon.
Jonathan Gannon. I think that he might lose his job after this year, man. Their fucking defense is terrible.
Yeah, well, I don't really think he's a good coach. After what we saw last year.
I'm not even kidding, dude. Like I mean, if I was the Arizona coach, if I owned Arizona, I'd be like, dude, our offense is amazing, or talented. Our defense fucking sucks, dude. Like, what the fuck, man? You're a defensive coach. If you're a defensive coach, man, you better be killing that shit. Robert Saleh got fired, and that motherfucker didn't allow points. So, yeah. And then Godwin, though, Jason, the reason I've got Godwin ranked so high is because Mike Evans versus Lattimore, I think he's averaging like 6 fantasy points per game in his career against Lattimore. Dude, Tanner's so big, he's making my dogs fucking bark at him. I want to see a wrestling match between Tanner and Jason. Make it a pay-per-view
break.
The winner gets Tyler.
I would pull a hammy just throwing the rice in the air before the match.
I told you, man. I turned, I went out and played softball, and then somebody hit a fly ball over my head. I turned around and ran. I tore my quad. I turned white and I sweat. I started sweating. It was insane. It was like, dude, yeah, you think you're athletic? Guess what, dude? You better know you're not if you're old. And then Jason, Drake London, I thought I was doing pretty well at putting him as a wide receiver 1. But after his breakout game last week, you believe in Drake London here.
Dude, Carolina sucks at every position. This could go either way. This could go Kirk Cousins throwing up 400 yards again, Drake London getting targeted 12 times again, or it could be the Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier show. You could beat them anyway. Their defense sucks, and they're giving up a lot of points, Carolina defense, so...
All right, hey, and then DK Metcalf, I was an asshole, Jason. I ranked him. I was like, DK Metcalf, man, he's a physical freak. He will get a long touchdown against San Francisco, and he got one, but it was called back. So I had him ranked 6th, and yeah, not so much. Hufanga, Jason, and San Francisco is actually allowing points this year, so I'm really not afraid of San Francisco. But divisional game, I should have thought more about a divisional game.
Yeah, but I mean, like, he still had his opportunities. He had 11 targets, but what can you do when the stuff gets called back, right? I think he actually had like 2 catches.
Well, that's the problem,
back.
Jason, is that last year people don't like DK Metcalf because that motherfucker would get he was like what, top 5 in targets and like 50% target and 50% catch rate. So he was like a top 30 wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and they weren't drops either. It's not like they were drops.
So that's what happened last night, and that is scary. But I'd still try to trade for DK. The person I was all trying to trade for DK, Jason, and they texted me. I think it was Ed Feltz. He's like, I will not trade DK, and I was like, all right. And then he sent me like Cam Sutton, Jason. Not Cam Sutton. He sent me Sutton for Jonathan Brooks. Courtland Sutton for Jonathan Brooks, and I deleted that shit so fast.
Oh damn! Well, so did you at least like deny it, or did you let it simmer?
Oh, I denied it immediately. So
okay. All right,
I'm not going to be a hypocrite here.
Right. All right, Tyler, we got a question.
What's up?
We got a question. Should Adam trade Garrett Wilson, Amari Cooper, and Dobbins for Diggs and CMC?
Oh, my God. Okay. Wait 1 second. Okay, what is it again?
Okay, should he trade Garrett Wilson, Amari Cooper, and Dobbins for Diggs and CMC?
No.
His team is Daniels, Dobbins, Etienne, Hunt, Dowell, Bigsby, Jamar Chase, Wilson.
So he needs running backs.
Yeah.
What's his record?
4-1, 12-team PPR.
If you want to trade for CMC, I will not blame you. Okay, this is a caveat here. All right, I'm not because I'm 4-1. I'm 4-1 as well. If you were anything other than 4-1 or better, I would have said no. But if you want to trade for Christian McCaffrey, and you're 4-1, and you think that Christian McCaffrey will come back and get a full workload, then do it. If you have any doubts, like I do, don't do it. So it is a good trade if you think that Christian McCaffrey will play again this year. If you have doubts, then don't do it. And that's a big caveat, Jason. Like I said, if you were anything but in a really high winning record, you should not do that kind of shit because you can't afford the risk. But if you're 4-1, you can afford the risk. I am not doing it right now. I'm thinking about trading ETN for him. I'm still not doing it. So that is the cutoff for me. But yeah. So does that make sense, Jason?
Yeah, I'm staying away from CMC.
I mean, that's the thing is I'm staying away from CMC. But if you believe, because I'm saying he's going to return week 12 right now. I saw that before this show. I didn't even insert it in because I don't want to fucking even talk about it. Because it's a bunch of bullshit. So that's my problem there. So there you go.
So you're saying week 12. So he comes back week 12. What are we hoping he's at full strength at week 15 and he's not?
Yeah, and that's the thing. He's got week 12, 13, 14. So he's got 3 weeks before you start him in the fantasy playoffs.
Right. And is he sharing
Jordan Mason's averaging fucking 7 yards a carry. So
yeah, is he going to be taking everything? Is he going to be sharing the load?
So I wouldn't do it, but again, if you think that Christian McCaffrey is just going to come back and kill the shit, then you can do it.
Hey, so we got our number one fan in the chat, Real Doke Chop.
Hey, Parker, man, I thought you quit listening.
What's up, Parker? He wants to know if we have an OnlyFans.
Who has an OnlyFans?
We do.
Yeah, it's all feet all the time. What's it?
Together, both our feet.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all feet all the time. Fantasy Red Zone. Check us out. / Fantasy Red Zone. And hey, it's cheaper than our Patreon, so
You're on Patreon. Yeah.
Jesus. I don't even know anything about that shit, so who knows? All right, Jason. Wandell, we talked about him. Top 20 wide receiver pretty much this week. And then I do want to ask you about Darnell Mooney. After last week, he got 2 touchdowns. I know one was probably 40 yards, one was probably 30 yards. I can't remember. I watched it because I was so pissed off because I dropped Mooney after week 1. I thought Kirk Cousins was just not going to be fucked. I thought he was going to be fucked for like 3/4 of the year. So what about Darnell Mooney? What's your feelings?
Yeah, I'm just like, okay, so he's going to be a good player, but do you feel comfortable putting him in yet? Like,
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
But I'm a Rashee Rice owner, and I've got I've got DJ Moore, Justin Jefferson, and that's it. So I am kind of freaking out about the shit. If I had Mooney, I'd be using him as my flex, really.
Like, look at the games that he's done well in is where they needed to pass or he scored or Kirk Cousins threw for 500 yards. Like, I don't know, dude. I'm just like this game. I'm so uncertain who's going to be scoring the fantasy points against Carolina because you can beat them in so many ways. And I think I'm leaning towards more of them just running the ball and Kirk Cousins not needing to throw the ball much.
And then Jameson Williams again at Dallas. I ranked him pretty high because Amari Cooper's been getting like 10 targets a game. But still, what is it? Oh, Jameson, though. Against Stephon Diggs? Not Stephon Diggs. What's his name, Jason? Trayvon Diggs?
Brother.
Yeah, probably not great. And then Tank Dell could be a great play, could be not. Jason, I thought it was interesting that you and I both had him ranked almost the same, and you are a Tank Dell owner. So you really, I mean, you and I both see him as a wide receiver 2, and we see Diggs as wide receiver 1. I like CJ Stroud so much at New England. Like, he should support 2 top 15 wide receivers this week.
I mean, hopefully. I think I might be too scared to play him.
Yeah. And then Jason Ridley at home against Indianapolis. I spoke about him. I spoke about Will Levis. How do you don't like Will? You don't like Calvin Ridley at all, huh?
No, I don't like Will Levis or Calvin Ridley.
Oh, and then George Pickens. I'm not gonna fucking put him in the top. He's okay. I made sure that he was outside the top 24 because he should be a flex because the amount of snaps that he's playing is ridiculous, dude. He is an inconsistent snap player, so I cannot put him in anything higher than a flex. Drop Tavian Wicks, Jason. You did not give up on him. Arizona's an amazing matchup, Jason. I think he's got like a top 15 cornerback matchup this week.
Yeah,
and you have him as a wide receiver 2. I have him as a flex, and I still am afraid of him.
Yeah, that's the 2 players I'm debating about. Like, I was like, I'm over Wicks. I'm over him. I'm going to put in Tank, but dude, Wicks' matchup is so good this week, even with Dobbs in there. And Tank Dell, there's a chance that, I don't know, I was looking at that cheat sheet that Gonzalez might be covering him. They may not need him. They may not need Tank Dell this week. I can't see this game. I can't see New England putting up more than 12, 14 points. Yeah, there's some other stats that you guys could check out in tomorrow's episode of Offensive Line versus Defensive Line about Wicks that really convinced me.
Yeah, that shit. I'm gonna watch that show, Jason, because literally, like, offensive defensive line makes the biggest difference for me. That's why I'm so pissed off at Washington. They're like, I heard like a stat. They're like top 5 offensive line. I'm like, excuse me? They were 32 going into the year, and they hired fucking the Giants offensive line coach. What the fuck happened? All right, like, why was I so wrong about Washington? Why is their offensive line overperforming by like better than anybody ever has in the history of the NFL? It's insane.
Tyler, you were okay to play Slayton over Neighbors against Cincinnati, correct?
Yeah, dude. Fucking
okay.
A, dude. Well, Neighbors is out, so yeah.
Here you go. You're gonna enjoy this one. We got one from Saucy Boy.
What's up, Saucy?
Hello,
Saucy boy.
So he would like to know Javonte Williams or Tyrone Tracy Jr. I already know what you're gonna say.
Javonte versus Las Vegas, right?
Say that again. Sorry.
Javonte is versus Las Vegas, right?
No. Yes.
Yeah. Give me Javonte. and I hate it, but I would take Javonte over Tracy. What did you think I was going to say, Tracy, Jason?
No, dude, Javonte is against the Chargers. What are we talking about?
Oh, I keep on thinking that was last week. The Chargers stopped the run though, man. They run the ball and they stop the run. I would still take Javonte, Jason. Am I crazy?
For real? I thought you were going to go Tracy.
So what do I have to? I said Tracy's okay. I said Tracy would be a top 20 running back, right? And then Javonte for me is let me go back real fast.
Javonte is going against the Chargers, who give up the 25th most points at 18 points per game.
Yeah, Javonte, I have 22, and then who was the other person?
Tracy.
Oh, so yeah, I mean it's a coin flip. I guess I would have Tracy, Jason. I would have Tracy over him. You're right. I would have Tracy over him.
Dude, the Cincinnati defense is getting worse and worse.
I know. Their fucking corner, the back end of that defense is fucking terrible, Jason. They didn't pay anybody. They let them all walk. God damn it. I feel Joe Burrow, man. I would be pissed off too. All right, wide receivers.
Okay, so Jalen Tober over under 10 points this week.
And who's going against? He's got a tough matchup. Let me look.
Against the Lions. He's going against the Lions.
Lions. No, they are a pass funnel offense. So over 10 points for sure.
He's got a pretty sweet matchup this week. I'm all about that.
Yeah, because the Lions kill the run and they aren't that great against the pass. So you have to pass the ball against the Lions. That's why I like the Dak Prescott. And I put Tolbert in, but I didn't put him in that high. I'm trying to find him right now.
Okay, so Saucy Boy.
I forgot about Tolbert. I could have swore I ranked him. Fuck it.
Choose three, Tyler. DJ Moore, CeeDee Lamb, Marvin Harrison Jr., Brian Thomas Jr., T. Higgins, or Drake London.
Not Brian Thomas Jr. Who was the other one?
DJ Moore, CeeDee Lamb, Marvin Harrison Jr., Brian Thomas Jr., T. Higgins, Drake London.
Fuck, dude. I wish I had your fucking wide receivers. Oh, my God.
Dude, for real.
Okay. Say it again. We'll go over the for sure's.
DJ Moore.
Yes.
CeeDee Lamb.
Yes.
Okay, so the next are Marvin Harrison Jr. Brian Thomas Jr. is a no.
No.
T. Higgins.
Yes.
Or Drake London.
Yeah. So T. Higgins, Drake London are on the same tier. The top two guys that you named are on the same tier. So Drake, those guys same tier. Those guys same tier. Brian Thomas Jr. out.
So you're going Marvin Harrison Jr. as your third?
Yes. No. Or Drake London?
Or Drake London.
I'd take Drake London as my third over Marvin Harrison Jr.
I feel like if you're going to be safe, you go Drake London.
Yeah. All right, Jason, let's go on to our tight ends.
All right, one more. Sorry, this one's going to be quick.
I don't care.
All right. I don't care.
Tanner and Annabelle are just sitting here fucking having the best time of their lives.
31 heads. Yo, what's up? He was here last week. Appreciate you.
Hey, what's up, guy?
What running back should he run? Najee, Dobbins, Brian Robinson Jr.
B-Rob. If
B-Rob, Dobbins, Najee.
Because so Najee gets the full load, right? And then Najee, whatever. Dude, Brian, I don't know how you don't start. If Brian Robinson starts, dude, I don't know how you don't start him. I think I'm tripping out about it. Am I tripping out, Jason?
You got to start him.
He had 2 touchdowns last week, and he wasn't even supposed to play.
Right. I think you have to start him because they go and when they get to the goal line and they're doing an RPO, but dude, he's just handing it off every time, and Brian Robinson's scoring. I hate it because
Baltimore is still allowing a ton of rushing yards. Or no. Baltimore is good against the rush. It's the pass they're allowing a ton.
There's gonna be a lot of points scored. All he has to do is get to the freaking.
I'd still go B-Rob, dude. But the thing is you need to make sure he plays. So if not, who's the other second person, Jason?
Dobbins or Najee Harris?
Dobbins.
Yeah.
So make sure that
Dobbins,
he's playing. Yeah, exactly. And then Jason, you and I, McBride. Let's see. You have Kittle number 1. Who, dude, I'm all about Kittle this year. I watched him against the Vikings and all that shit. Like Kittle is his safety blanket. He is targeting Kittle at a way more than he ever was last season. So Kittle should be a top 3 play every single week. And then I was checking out some other people's rankings for some reason, Jason, because I didn't have time. I didn't have any time for this. So I was like, oh, man, am I crazy for putting Goddard so high? And Goddard was like 12 or 10 for like everybody else's rankings. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I don't care. I'm putting Goddard high. I was so happy when I saw you had him high as well.
Yeah, we got him at the same. We got him at number 4. Kittle's off to a good week. He scored over 20 points.
And then, let's see. Kraft is injured, Jason. Laporta, Jason, is like fucking tight end 15, maybe. Laporta's not doing shit, but he is at Dallas with Trayvon Diggs, maybe on Jameson Williams. I was just kind of thinking he's probably going to get targeted this week if he has a chance.
Which one?
Laporta.
Yeah, well, he did well the last time they played against Dallas in Dallas. I think he even scored a touchdown. He did better than Jake Ferguson.
And then let's see, we got Conklin's top. You and I both have him startable. And then Jason, I already talked about Kincaid. Why I don't like him. And then Freiermuth at Las Vegas. I should like Freiermuth because I watched him almost catch 2 touchdowns last week. And then lastly, Jason, I want to hear you say why you don't have Otton ranked.
I mean, because I feel like he is doing better, but I still feel like he's not to that point where I'm like actually even thinking about putting him in a rank where I could start him.
I'm flipping off people, Jason. Pitts after last week, Jason, we don't care. We don't give a fuck about his last week. We still have him outside a startable tight end in a 12-man league.
It's a trap.
Yeah, it's a trap, dude. And then let's see. Likely, I don't really give a shit. Andrews is still outside, and then Kmet could go off, but not worth the risk. And then yeah, Jason, you have to stream those Saints those Saints tight ends, and that is not streaming this week. So that is the show, Jason. Is there anything else we need to go over?
What do you think about TJ Hawkinson returning after their bye week?
Oh, dude, I drafted T Higgins or not T Higgins. Oh my god, why the fuck did I say T Higgins? TJ Hawkinson, Jason, in our 8-man league. I was all about him, right? And then I watched the way the Vikings are playing, and I'm like, holy shit. TJ Hawkinson is going to get 1 touchdown and 60 yards a week. So I really like TJ Hawkinson. After watching the Vikings spread the ball around, they are not hyper-targeting Justin Jefferson per usual. They are actually spreading the ball, dude. So that is great for TJ Hawkinson. Now, I should say that Kirk Cousins was targeting him like 10-plus times a game. But still, I was afraid that Sam Darnold would just hyper-focus on one wide receiver. He should spread the ball. So I like TJ Hawkinson every week.
Starting when?
Starting was October, whenever he comes back.
So first week he comes back, you're starting him.
Yes, because the tight end landscape sucks anyways. He will be in the top 12 the first week.
Okay. Return. I will be more cautious and probably wait like a week.
All right, everybody. That is the show. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry we were a little bit late today, but hey, man, we had a fucked up day. Jason almost had to die from gas leaks, dude. So I didn't have the internet till 4 o'clock. Shit was insane. Like, seriously, man, like everything was lined up against us, Jason. We were texting each other this morning.
I know.
Like, I'm going to do it from the Starbucks. I'm like, I don't know if I can even do this. I was so lucky to even get my rankings in, dude.
Yeah,
yeah.
When you were talking about it, I was like, oh, dude, you might not have internet. I don't even know if I could go home.
I know, man. I was like, holy shit. So, hey. But, hey, man, if you like the show, please give us a thumbs up. It will push us out to more people. And, again, Jason's going to be coming out with really it is more important than the cornerback situation or any matchups. Offensive line versus defensive line will affect if a quarterback's going to attack their slot receivers or their deep receivers or maybe even dump offs to running back. So Jason's going to be coming out with that video tomorrow. Please go on there and like that because that will be a premiere of that episode. And we expect it should be very valuable and we want it to do well.
Yeah, we're going to try to be like the NFL and just put out a video every fucking day of the week.
All right, Jason, send us out, dog.
I think you pretty much just did it. Did you know that Chase Brown is questionable?
Yeah, but I know that Moss is out, so I ranked him as playing.
Yeah, it's
I don't even know who's the third running back there, dude.
Evans? Is his name like Chris Evans?
Oh, you're right, man. Like he was drafted like 3 years ago.
Yeah. Maybe.
And then they drafted Chase Brown, and then okay. I remember that.
I think if Chase Brown is out, and if they don't have any running backs, you're going to see a lot of passing from Joe
Dude,
Burrow.
Joe Burrow even more. Yeah. So
Saucy Boy,
All right, dude.
subscribe. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. So, what do we got? I can't even type his name, dude. This thing is. Anyway, thank you, Saucy Boy.
saucy boy.
So, yeah, we got the offensive line, defensive line matchup coming out tomorrow. But Sunday morning, if you got any last minute
No,
questions,
I'm not in. I'm sorry. Forgot. Hey, I've got family taking off Sunday morning. I'm gonna eat breakfast with them, so I will not be doing my live Sunday show. But the waiver wire show will be coming out Sunday afternoon.
Oh, Tyler won't be there, but he will still put out his waiver wire video, the earliest one on planet Earth. Isn't that right, Tyler?
Yeah. Hey, if you have any questions, comment and I will respond. I will just not be do it to this episode or Jason's episode because I will just not be doing live on Sunday morning.
So make sure to check that out. And then we also got the trade targets for the following week on a Tuesday. Make sure to watch that. I will talk to you guys in those videos. Deuces.
This is the Fantasy Red Zone, and we appreciate you.
Can't believe it's